another 2-for-3 night on the Fantasy Firebox with 2 more home runs hit and some major value on Jeremy Pena. And now with only 4 games on the featured Draftkings slate, we really have to dive in to find some value. But that's what we do here, and that's what we're going to talk about. Make sure you get over to WinDailySports.com and click on that fantastic promo that we have right now. There is a link in this podcast for Home Run 100. That is where you get $100 off. One of our biggest deals ever to get everything we offer, every tool, every projection model, every optimizer, every article, every Discord bet and prop and message alive right here at WinDailySports.com. And most importantly, you help me show that I'm doing the job that they hired me to do. Home Run 100. Make sure you click on it. Make sure you sign up. Don't get left out in the dust and start cashing your tickets today. First off, Josiah Gray. Now, everybody's going to look and say, man, this guy had a horrible first outing, but it was a Cincinnati lineup that's very young and very hungry and very good. Goes up against a Pittsburgh lineup, but yes, is young and hungry as well, but possibly not as good. Coming off of pretty lackluster performances of only 3 runs, and he struck out 6 guys in 4 innings. When I look at these value pitchers, I look at strikeouts, I look at innings pitched. So 6 strikeouts to me shows he still has the velocity, and if he can get that command back in any given start, which I think will be today, he could be serviceable at 6,400. And then I look at Seth Lugo at 8,300. Again, doesn't look like a huge value, but when you look at the guy at 9,700, okay, which I still don't understand why he's 9,700, and I'll talk about him later. I like Seth Lugo against a Chicago White Sox team that doesn't really hit the ball well at times. And if you look at Seth Lugo, in 6 innings, he only gave up 2 hits, struck out 4, but he had 12 swinging strikes in 86 pitches. I love Seth Lugo's K prop today at over 4.5. I would take it up to 7 because I think he could strike that many batters out today in Chicago. Now, when we look at the bats, let's go to the Kansas City Royals. And let's go to Nelson Velasquez at 3,800 against a very bad pitcher in Soroka who absolutely Ks nobody, has bad command. And here's the thing. Velasquez had a day off yesterday. That always helps, and he's hit the ball hard. 3,800, very good value. Let's go to Minnesota with Max Kepler at 3,800. Don't look at the average at 0.77. I told you this yesterday. Just throw it out right now. It's too early. He's the cleanup hitter in Minnesota, and he's going up against Tanner Beebe, who I have no idea why he's 9,700, okay? But he fails to throw Ks. He gave up 6 hits, 5 walks, in only 4 innings against Oakland, who stinks, who has nobody. So why wouldn't you go in on Minnesota? I love Max Kepler to get off the schneid today at 3,800. Now let's go to some home run props. Let's stick to Max Kepler. Do we have to explain why? I just told you. Why against Tanner Beebe. I'm going all in on Minnesota today. So I like Max Kepler to finally not only break out from that 0.77 average, but also to find the stands. Then we're going to go to KC. Again, we're going to attack Soroka with one of the hottest hitters in the game, and Bobby Witt Jr. hitting over 400. Right now, he's absolutely on fire. Only 1 hitless game so far. And again, Soroka can't find the plate. Listen, sometimes you got to go with a gut. I tell you that. It's a gut feel. And I'm going to battle my boy Lance Lynn, who absolutely was very good in his first start. He started off shaky, found his command, but he likes to lay balls flat a lot. And if he's only hitting 88, 89, 90, and he lays a ball flat, my man Jake Berger from Miami is going to obliterate the ball. Listen, Berger's got a little salary jump too. Only $300, but still, salary jump. You know how I feel about that. 4 out of 5 games he's actually hit safely in. And he hit 34 dingers last year. Still has none this year. Another 0 guy I expect to excel. Now let's get to the FFVPs. Make sure you get over to WinDailySports.com and click on that fantastic promo that we have right now. There is a link in this podcast for Home Run 100. That is where you get $100 off. one of our biggest deals ever to get everything we offer, every tool, every projection model, every optimizer, every article, every Discord bet and prop and message alive right here at WinDailySports.com. And most importantly, you help me show that I'm doing the job that they hired me to do. Home Run 100. Make sure you click on it. Make sure you sign up. Don't get left out in the dust and start cashing your tickets today. Now, the FFVPs have not been great so far. And again, early on, it's very hard because the guys with the low numbers, you just never know, are they going to play or they're not going to play? They could be platoon guys. It could be utility guys. So the first 10 to 14 days, the FFVP may go up and down, but it's still a really good value and it doesn't hurt you because it's under 3,000. So today, let's go with Victor Scott III, St. Louis, 2,600. He's been extremely productive. He's has 6 out of his 7 first games in positive point production. That's not easy to do. And here's the thing. When you go up against a guy like Scott, who's given up 6 walks already, that just shows that you have to dive deep in his analytics to know that Victor's already stole a base this year. He's going to be on a base pass. He could probably score a run. And there's going to be other people that are going to get on a base pass that he can knock in. So that's my theory with the FFVP in Victor Scott III. And then we're going to attack Martin Perez a little bit. Now, I know he was decent, but he gives up a lot of hits. He had 6 hits in 4 innings. We're going to go at Eldemaro Vargas, 2,600. He's hit safely in all 3 games he's played. And here's the thing. He hasn't struck out at all. His points for DK go 3, 7, 12. So that just shows you he keeps going up and he puts the bat on the ball. So that's another player I like for FFVP at 2,600. And let's get to an SGP. And again, all these odds I'm giving you and numbers are strictly through Draftkings. You could shop around and get your numbers. Go on the Win Daily Partners page. We have every single book we have partners with. You can pick the state that you're in and boom. All I ask is before you sign up to a book, make sure you send me a message. Make sure whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube, because guess what? I can tell you right now, I can get you the best deal, and I'll show you how to take care of the promos as well, because you can essentially play for free with the safe bets and the SGP insurance every single day. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. Trust me, I will help you. Now let's go to the SGP. Let's attack Mr. Soroka from Chicago again. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it. I'm going to add a couple White Sox in there as well, but we're going to go to the KC Chicago Sox game because I think there's going to be a lot of good hits and there's going to be some runs scored in that game. So let's go total bases. Nelson Velasquez, let's go 1+. Let's go Bobby Witt Jr. 2+. Both of those are total bases. We're also going to go on the other side, Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. Give me 1+ total base. Okay, that's 1 or more. I say that because I'm just telling you exactly how it's read in case you're struggling looking for it. And then we're going to go with 3 guys to get a hit. That's going to be Mr. Garcia. That's going to be Mr. Fletcher. And that's going to be Mr. Robert. All 1+, 1 hit or more. That gives you plus 950. I'm giving you very attainable bets. We've lost the last 2 nights, but only by 2 legs out of 6 or 7. I'm telling you, when you put a 7, 8, or 9 game parlay and you just barely, we missed by 1 strikeout, by the way, the other day with Javier. We had 4, he got 3. So they're right there. They're right there. So again, let's have some fun. Let's hit some more home run props. Let's finally get on this FFVP streak. Everybody, let's cash some tickets.